Canadian Carly Pope. Are you kidding me?
Oh wait,
How
so
are
sorry,
you?
so sorry. There's 10. You have 10.
Oh, you're the best. Thank you. being Canadian helps, Carly.
Oh my gosh, I know, we're so nice and polite, and we just want to chat.
Yeah, exactly. Well, first of all, how are you? It's so wonderful to see you and how well you're doing. How are things?
Oh, I'm really well. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm happy. I was just, I'm back home. I'm sleeping in my own bed. I've got my dog beside me. I ate a passion fruit from our vine in our yard.
Nice.
The sun is shining. Things are
What,
good.
what could be better?
Yeah.
I got to really commend you on this performance, Carly. Holy mackerel. Okay, first of all, I want to know how it was presented to you. You would work with Neill before in Elysium. What does he do? Call you up and say, I got this crazy new method and I want you to start it. I mean, how did this all come together?
That is like almost to a T what happened. So we had worked together on Elysium. We also had worked together on a number of his Oat Studios shorts. So he had created Oat Studios as a way of kind of experimenting with different concepts and genres in a short form process that really was just an ability to create unrestrictedly, and that was and I was able to work on a number of those with him, which was really cool and really fun and wacky and bizarre.
Yeah.
But it also allowed for us to kind of, I think, just get to know one another better, and it certainly allowed me to see the like the levels and the layers to his brain and his ingenuity really, and his creativity. So that was, I mean, that was incredible. The Oats Studios chapter was an incredible experience. And then in January of 2020, he wrote me an email like just after New Year's and said, hey, I'm thinking of doing this like low budget, self-financed horror film, which to me sounded like just like an Oat Studios long form project. And he's like, would you be keen to do it? And I was like, yeah, for sure. Just let me know when and where and how, because at that point, I think he was meant to be doing something else coming up. So I just figured that was like a back pocket idea, a penny for a rainy day kind of thought. And I was really excited about it, but I didn't know when it would eventuate. I wasn't sure what it was because there was no script or anything. It was just a kind of loose concept. And then in March, when everything shut down with the pandemic and his movie got postponed, it became kind of, a recircled idea of, I really want to shoot something that's, low budget and easy to shoot, small film, small cast. And he said, are you still available? And I was like, well, let me check my schedule. I'm pretty sure every day looks the same.
Exactly. As everybody else was in the same book. But Carly, I want to get at this volumetric capture thing because, here you are, an actor, you have the 260 cameras around you. This is a really trippy film. But it's also emotional. It's also physical. I mean, how do you wrap your mind around all of this as an actor and still give us this performance that you gave us?
Oh, well, thank you for saying that, and also being so insightful as to all the elements. And really, that's the answer to the question. Like, you don't prepare, you don't wrap your mind around it, you just show up. Because everything that's happening to Carly is like, she's discovering it in the moment, right? So in a lot of ways, I Carly had to also discover it in the moment, and that was part of my approach to it and my process. That said, of course, when you're lucky enough to be the lead of a film and you're in almost every scene of the movie, there's a certain element of stamina and endurance and energy that you just have to continuously amass. So I was mindful of that, and just, you take care of yourself. You like, I would learn my lines for the week on the weekend. I would take a bath every night when I got home to wind down. I just wanted to show up and be present and allow it to happen. really.
Yeah, it happened all right. And then there's this whole scenario with your mother in the film. And you know, I don't want to give away very much because it's all interesting as it all develops and what we find out. Did it make you think about your own relationship with your own parents while you're making a film like this?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that was a big draw for me, is to kind of mine that the concept of being at odds. I love my parents so much. They're both on this planet still. I am so lucky to be able to call them and chat with them and laugh with them and hug them and do all the rest that I know many people are not privileged to be able to do. So I feel very, very lucky. I feel very, very lucky for that. But the concept of being in a rift with one of my parents,
Right.
especially at the, end of their time, with so much unresolved stuff, was a very evocative concept to me. And
Yeah.
I was really keen to like look into that. But yes, of course, it was heartbreaking, the concept of what was going on. And I think that just naturally allowed a lot of the emotion to bubble and surface.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, it's fascinating to watch it, and it scared me going in because I'm not a horror sci-fi kind of girl, but I was really riveted, and especially by your performance. So thank you for that.
oh,
And
thank you so
oh,
much.
you're
That's very
welcome. And I just want to end by saying, look, I've been interviewing you for so many years, Toronto Film Festival, so
yeah.
many great things, and you know, I think for me, it feels like it is important to you to still shoot and do things in Canada. I mean, I know that this was shot in Vancouver, but having said that, it's not a Canadian film, right? But you know, how important is it for you to stay home and do things here?
Well, actually, ironically enough, only the volume capture was shot in Vancouver. We actually shot in Penticton and Kamloops, was
Okay,
where
okay,
the
so
majority of
yeah,
the film was shot, but still British Columbia. And working in my home province was like, it's always such a luxury. It's always
yeah,
such a pleasure. And I always want to maintain that connection. And in terms of this, like we had decided early on, and it kind of got I think in the final edit you don't see it as much, but like we had decided early on that it was set in Penticton, like that's what we were
right,
studying.
yeah.
So I had asked Neill, I was like, what about accent, like can my O's be soft, and like what's the, and he's like, absolutely, like this is where we're setting it. So there was something really organic and really beautiful about being able to just kind of like showcase home in some
Yeah.
capacity, even though the story itself extends way beyond that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, look, like I say, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. We're so proud of you here. And
Oh,
boy,
thank
did you ever give it your all in this performance. My God, this is going to, I don't know, like, can you recommend this kind of work to other actors, or would you tell them to stay away from it? The motion capture
Oh,
thing.
doing the volume cap.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, look, it's an experience. It's really challenging. It's really interesting, and it's a good, like you really have to work hard. It felt a lot like theater. Like
right.
you have to really like mine everything in the moment and stay really connected in spite of all the distractions that are around you.
Yeah.
And so I totally would recommend, why not try things once or
Why
twice?
not? Why
Why
not? Well, you did an extraordinary job. Congratulations. Always my pleasure to talk to you, and keep healthy and safe. And we'll see
Thank
you in
you.
person again
It's
soon.
so nice to see you. Take
Okay,
care out
darling.
there.
Take care. Okay. Bye-bye. Thanks.
Thank you.